What a game yesterday was against the Rams. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you for hanging out. Shout out to all my Patreon subscribers. You guys are phenomenal. And I want to take a second to talk about yesterday's game. I'm not going to go super in depth, but I just want to kind of point out some of the good that we saw yesterday in a, we lose, yet there was so much good. Yesterday's game against LA was really something. Our special teams coordinator, Phip, probably needs a raise or a promotion, something to commend him for what he was able to do yesterday. The special teams unit coaching pulled out all the stops. Obviously, we have the onside kick that we recover right off the bat. That was incredible. Followed by the fake punt later in the game. Another fake punt, one of them where we see Jack Fox's arm tossing it out. Then the direct snap. 38 takes it, swings it out to the left. Like, special teams put on a show. Phip did a phenomenal job coaching that. Quite frankly, out-coaching the special teams coordinator for the Rams. Even Sean McVay, in my opinion, kind of looking at it, we outcoached the LA Rams, plain and simple. And some might look and be like, oh, well, you guys lost. So, no, we did. We outcoached them. I think Dan Campbell, Aaron Glenn, the whole bit, our defense, our offense, they're every level to the game, the Lions outcoached the Rams. Now, let's face it, the Rams are the better team. They are. I mean, look at their record. They're 5-1. It translates there. You look at us. We're now 6-1. Then you look at us. Here we are, 0-7. Like, the Rams are just the better team, plain and simple. So it was going to take pulling out all the stops. It was going to take some trickery, some deceit, a little roguishness out there in order to try to be able to snatch that W from LA. And I mean, I know in the beginning of the season, I predicted this game to be a W for the Lions. I figured by this point we'd have 2 wins under our belt. We would come out to LA and we would actually end up beating the Rams. However, we've had a lot of struggles. You saw them again yesterday, very specifically with Jared Goff. Jared Goff really struggling out there. But originally, I thought this was going to be a W. Quite frankly, after the Chicago game, watching us backslide Cincinnati, a W just did not feel in the cards at all. In fact, I really expected the Rams to put up a 50 bomb. I think most people anticipated Matt Stafford going off. But quite frankly, I feel like we saw a lot of the Stafford that we knew here in Detroit, where it just sort of slowed down. All in all, our defense, our offense, special teams, our guys fought like hell. They fought valiantly. Here we are, an outmatched team, and the defense, the offense, special teams coaching, everybody came together and put on quite a spectacle, really shutting down LA in a lot of areas, specifically the run. When you look at what our defense was able to do and hold LA's run to, I think, 30 some odd yards total, like, that's phenomenal, especially because we have struggled against the run this year. When you look at Jerry Jacobs, he was targeted multiple times by Stafford, but I think that Jerry Jacobs ended up playing a really good game. There was that PI call, which I think is a little suspect. I mean, I guess I do understand it from the side where, he didn't turn around to look for the ball. However, it was suspect. Also, Penei Sewell rocked it out yesterday. Watching Sewell get into it with Donald was huge.
Penei Sewell not backing down.
May back the Lions up more, and now some discussion. Chatting it up.
Really, to me, it just showed that fire, that fight, that violence that he has that I really don't think we've seen in the 6 games prior. He's been pretty tame. He's been out there just kind of learning and growing. And this game against Donald early, with Donald getting a little chippy, throwing his arms at him, some open palms, grabs him by the face mask. Watching Penei Sewell retaliate, getting juiced up from that encounter, that's what I want to see. That is the Penei Sewell that I want on the Detroit Lions. It's the one who's willing to fight back and actually fight against a guy like Aaron Donald. That is no small task. Donald is a huge dude who is phenomenal at his job, but watching Sewell stand up to him and say, no, I'm not dealing with this, that's what I want. That is the Penei Sewell that we drafted. That's the Penei Sewell that I want out there repping the Lions. Loved that fire. All in all, my biggest problem looking at this game, and I think it's all of Detroit Lions fans' biggest problem by this point, is the struggles that we're seeing at the QB position. Jared Goff just not able to get it done, not able to carry the team far enough. And I have been an advocate for giving him time, giving him grace. But watching him yesterday throw that pick, it gets to a certain point where it's, all right, you're not the future. You're not. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, I called that months ago. Great. Very good. I wanted to give the guy a shot. I think looking at his track record, there is a lot of opportunity. But watching him try to squeeze that ball in where Jalen Ramsey makes the pick, that was detrimental to the game. Not the right throw, just an odd decision. It was as if it was just, we're doing it no matter what. I don't care what the pressure looks like. I'm throwing the ball there. Gonna find you, TJ Hawkinson. Did not work out. At that point, we can't put up 6. That's the end. That was it. That was the nail in the coffin. After our guys fought so hard all game long. That one hurt. I'm not even asking for Goff to do the majority of the carrying for this team. Just enough to help get us through, to get us to that next level. Because you look at DeAndre Swift. You look at what he was able to do between Swift and Williams in this game, the amount that they put on their shoulders. Khalif Raymond had a phenomenal game, wide receiver, that leaping, that outright catch, stretches out, hauls that ball in. Like, all in all, when you look at what our team was able to do, the O-line, we just need Goff to carry a little further. The defense played great, shutting down the run. Yeah, Matt Stafford threw for some solid yardage, was able to put the points up. Cooper Kupp. All in all, we just needed Goff to put extra weight on that he could not handle. And that was brutal. In the end, I expected Stafford to put up more points. I expected the Rams to put up more points than they did. But our defense played a really tight game. They played a great game. Alex Anzalone, the whole bit. But in the end, the Rams beat us due to our own mistakes. We pulled out all that trickery early, really throwing McVay for a loop. I think our coaches out-coached McVay. That was awesome to see, to look at our coaches and say, this is a solid staff for the future. That's not afraid to get out there and try something different in order to beat a team like the LA Rams. A phenomenal team, great coaches, great players. We came out and said, we're going to do it differently, and that almost worked to our favor. All in all, when I look at this game, I'm proud. I'm proud of the Lions. I'm proud of our young squad that got out there, matched up against this team, against Stafford, Kupp, the whole bit, and was able to put on that good of a show, that big of a fight. I love the dog in our guys. We are building. This is the main thing that I see here. The coaching staff, the way that they were able to coach that game, the way our players adapted and played against the Rams, the building blocks are there. QB position's got a lot of work to do, but when I look at the building blocks as a whole, I'm trusting the process. How did you guys feel about the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.